Hello, comrades, and welcome to episode 226 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of February 17th, 2024. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have Jacob Durbin, TJ Scotia, Jonathan Van Aken, and Falco de Grice. Which I'm only going to stumble over that as many times as I'm going to say it, so I'm not going to say it again. We had a stiff competition to get you in here, Falco. For those who don't know, you may recognize him as Bryson from the most recent season of Loco Dome. Great contestant. And before we do more locomotive verses, the train will terminate at this station.
We are in beautiful nighttime with Christmas lights in the bottom right-hand corner. Greencastle, Pennsylvania.
I didn't notice the Christmas lights until you made mention of them, and now
you can't unsee them.
Yeah. What the heck? It's like they were on the trees and they all fell off at once.
Apparently this is on a historic train station, which is cool.
Oh, that is cool.
It's located in South Central Pennsylvania, about 6 miles from the Maryland state line. Norfolk Southern Harrison Division, Lurgan Branch. Highline train station was built in 1909 and managed by the Greencastle Area Youth Foundation. There is an ATCS feed available.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
so something's coming. I bet we see nothing. Anyway, we did have
it's a nice peaceful.
Yeah,
nice
peaceful. Nice, a peaceful podcast. Anyway, on the not so peaceful side, there were only 2 wrecks this past couple of weeks that we got sent. The first one was a CPKC derailment in Alberta with no serious injuries, an intermodal train derailing. Not really much detail here, just cause under investigation. Then also, we had the New York Central Heritage Unit of the CSX Railway effing demolish a semi-truck. And we have a video of it.
You're great.
Okay, just a quick update for Greencastle heads. I tried to listen to the radio. Some guy went on the radio, and I could not understand anything he said, so I turned it off.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, we have exactly as much information as we had 5 minutes ago, and that's fine. I appreciate you checking. So not very much choice in terms of the wrecks here. That one, the CSX wreck was on the 7th. The CPKC wreck was on the 6th, and that's it. Actually, both the links to both of those will be in the cargoes, and I feel like there's really no debate here. CSX wins wreck of the week because we have video of it. There's no information on the other one, unless you really like stacked trains falling over.
That guy royally screwed up.
Oh, he sure did. The truck driver?
Yes.
Yeah, he just sort of pulls out halfway into the crossing and immediately gives up and just jumps out of the truck and walks away.
What a send-off for the NYC Heritage Unit.
You mean to tell me he saw that train and he was just like, screw this. Bye.
Like, he definitely had time to back up if there wasn't anyone immediately behind him. It would have snapped his head off, but...
Maybe it was an insurance scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait, he had time to get on that track and then reverse off, but he just decided, I'm going to just walk away.
I mean, he started moving
the equivalent of just
make it look super cool.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of just
did not look back at that, did he?
Jaying out.
Held down Jay for 3 seconds.
Jay out in real life.
I like to think that he walked away and did not look back when that train hit.
Cool
like he
guys
actually
don't look at
lingers around.
explosions.
Again, everyone can watch this it's in the cargoes in the description.
This
He
I
like
don't
stood
know.
around and watched the train come for a while, and at the last minute decides, okay, I'm gonna like briskly walk away.
There was something wrong with this guy.
Panic makes people do strange things.
Yeah.
Like commit insurance fraud.
Yeah. So are we saying 5 votes out of 5 for insurance fraud?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
The Terminus podcast loves insurance fraud.
This is not. I haven't filed my taxes yet, for the record, but that shouldn't mean anything. Like the IRS, you shouldn't care about that.
Oh.
I don't care
Anyway,
who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my taxes.
yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah. What if they sent Dale?
Dale.
Yeah.
Raise hell, praise
Yeah.
Dale.
What if Dale Earnhardt Jr. knocks on your door and is
Oh.
like, "Pay your taxes," or Dale Earnhardt Sr. like it's a ghostly apparition.
But he's
And,
he's just like an engineer
Oh,
in the overall.
Dale
the
Earnhardt
striped
Sr.
cat.
busts down my door, I'm gonna do whatever he tells me to do.
It's like, you know how in Men in Black they're like, everyone that works at the post office is an alien? It's like
Yeah.
everyone that works at the IRS is a literal ghost. Anyway, I was trying to say to Bender there. I wanted him to pick up the thing with the Dale thing. But
Oh, right.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah,
say
it's-
anything, but I was waiting for Bender to.
Sorry, I was reading something.
Yeah.
just drawing
I
out
probably
the joke
disconnected.
for as long as possible.
Yeah. Anybody know about the Dale locomotive? Well, we do.
Yes.
It's very cool. Some of us really liked it, and
Didn't it explode?
I think
The
I
cab.
think somebody was like
Cab-
cutting something, and it just blew up.
Oh yeah, that's
Usually
yeah,
going out the way
it
of
went out in a
every
blaze.
single other Dale.
It went out in a blaze of glory, just like the real Dale.
Yeah.
Damn.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
I think they were scrapping it and then it caught on fire because the video of it on fire, there doesn't seem to be an engine on the locomotive anymore.
Yeah, I think they were cutting something probably near the cab, and it just went up.
I like to think they did it on purpose. Like, how many years ago did Dale
For
Earnhardt
insurance
strip
fraud?
capital? Was this like the memorial service?
Yeah, this is a very late memorial service.
Dale Earnhardt.
Like a 10-year
Yeah.
anniversary service.
Right.
Well,
Um,
a little longer than that.
2001.
23-year
Yeah.
anniversary service. We
Yikes.
finally got him, boys.
Almost exactly.
Actually, it's 28 years
is
today.
Almost exactly. Yeah, we're okay. So I'll break the veil immediately. We're actually recording this on the 18th. 23 years ago today, Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Dale Earnhardt Sr. passed away.
Amazing
Grace.
This
It was
is
already from the very beginning.
Anyway, Rip Dale, he went out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah,
Guy got in with a fire extinguisher and failed to do anything.
yeah, the fire went out for like 10 seconds.
All right.
I didn't.
I wonder if it wasn't like an electrical fire.
I mean, whatever it was, that fire extinguisher was not good enough.
Good thing they had another
It was
S4 there they could have
definitely-
set on fire.
It was definitely that another locomotive went into his lane and pushed him off the tracks, causing a spark and explosion.
I think so.
NASCAR, but
Inside
train.
job.
Train car.
No, he's just smoking a cig while he was doing the work.
It was all. This is all a scheme by Dale Earnhardt Jr.
For insurance
God.
fraud.
Yes.
Or insurance fraud.
Yeah, it's insurance fraud,
It all
yeah.
comes back around to insurance fraud. You know the bears, like the trained bears up at Clark's Trading Post in New Hampshire. They're
No,
all
that's
trained.
tax fraud too.
They're all trained to do insurance fraud. Yeah.
They did try to sell me some life insurance.
They.
I like the Gecko Gecko, but worse.
Yeah, they actually
Yeah, but-
sell you. They sell you climax insurance, which isn't what it sounds like. They
Oh.
just finished restoring their climax
Yeah,
locomotive
yeah.
up at Clark's Trading Post at the
I just-
White Mountain
Guys.
Central Railroad.
Yeah, yeah.
I just realized I
What's
made
up?
a terrible joke. Give me a point.
No, it
Okay.
wasn't. Listen, if I don't acknowledge it, it wasn't bad enough, and I'm not giving you
No,
points for
hang on.
asking for
No.
points. But, like, no, stop. You're a chump.
I said
you get a point for asking for a point, but not because you asked.
Anyway, yeah, we went up to Clark's during Apollo, and we sort of like walked around the gift shop and then left because they weren't running Steam, and nobody was really interested in seeing the bear show or anything. I can't remember what else we did, but we definitely had a good rest of that day that did not involve Clark's. I remember going there as a kid. I know, TJ, you went there like last year.
Yeah, I went last summer. My my girlfriend and I took a like a day trip. We went up from my house in Central Mass to the Kankamangas Highway. Drove through that. Stopped at Clark's on one end. Stopped at a distillery in Conway on the other, and then drove home.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Clark's was not as fun as I remember. I'll say that.
It's an entertainment for small children. It's not.
Yeah. Also, the Bears made me kind of sad, but I'm not. This is not the Bear cast, so let's.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know
the climax
how I feel
also.
about the Bears.
Yeah, I don't know. They looked kind of stressed out when I was there, but they were also stressed out in the shed down the street from the Bears when they were restoring the climax while I was there. So it all works out.
They were definitely stressed out.
Not the Bears. The Bears were, just to be clear, the Bears weren't restoring the climax. Although, if they taught the Bears how to work on the steam locomotives, that would be sick as hell.
Yeah.
Combine all the attractions. Also, I found out that there is, that water slide that's there?
Oh, no.
No, but go on.
Okay, so there's like a water slide that's like a snake-themed water slide.
So bears had to go down a water slide.
So apparently, they had to specifically design the slide so that you could wear your clothes and not get wet, because a large demographic of the park is Hasidic Jews.
What?
Oh.
Huh.
So that was part of the design consideration. They were like, the Hasidic Jews are going to come up and they can't obviously, just go in a bathing suit.
That's really fascinating and the most random fact.
I know. It's just on their website. I was like, what? Oh, no, maybe it's on the Wikipedia.
That is some.
I can't believe New England has all these iconic slides. First the cop slide, now the Jew slide.
Well, it would have been really cool if they had a tunnel too.
Oh, I mean, they have a covered bridge. That's close enough. Anyway, we were on the subject of restoring locomotives. TJ, what's going on at our favorite place?
Yeah. So, in February, the WWF was hard at work working on 11. So, just to kind of swiftly move through it all here, I'm trying to find the front.
A lot of cool pictures of the work being done.
Yeah, they also describe
the picture of the truck that kept confusing people.
Yeah. So they made castings for the polling pockets.
Oh no.
Cool.
And one commenter says, "Polling pockets? I thought the FRA frowned on them. And the WWF replied, "Polling is prohibited. These are just for show."
What?
But they're not governed by the FRA.
Are you sure about that?
Are they?
They follow their rules, but I don't think they're explicitly. I don't know for sure. Ellis might know.
See,
I think it was outlawed at some point.
Well, no, yeah, you definitely can't. Well, it's prohibited on the railroad and on the FRA.
Yeah.
So
I remember hearing
that says don't do this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. I remember hearing somewhere that polling was. I mean, maybe it is outlawed now, but for a while it was never really outlawed. It's just nobody wanted to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I think it isn't officially outlawed at the highest level, but every railroad is no. Every railroad and union is no, do not. We do not want to die. I can't remember
Anything
what it was.
I don't want to die.
Meanwhile, less when we get Century of Steam.
I brought a locomotive to a local games, or maybe it was just the roster I was building, and it's still in the modern configuration, it still comes with a pole. Or no, it was a Rutland engine, so it doesn't exist anymore. But it just has the pole strapped to the tender, very visible. in the one shot that I have of it.
I think I want to say it's either 765 or 1225. I don't know. Either still has one, like has the pole, but it's just there for show.
I'm pretty sure 1225 has the pole because I remember East trying to leverage that in local games.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Bryson, would you like to share your local whatchamacallit?
Yes, I would. I would like to share a bunch of info on Slim Jim.
Slim Jim. Didn't you say it had an actual nickname?
Yes, I forgot about that. It does have an actual name now. It's no longer Slim Jim, but you're more than welcome to call it that.
What is Slim Jim for the uninitiated?
What is Slim Jim? That's a great question. Slim Jim. Well, do you want to know what a Slim Jim is, or what Slim Jim
No,
means?
we know what a Slim Jim is. What is this locomotive?
Okay, so this locomotive is the St. Louis Iron Mountain and Southern Railroad. So, Slims. In Jackson, Missouri.
It's number 5. Right?
So, yes, number 5.
It's the okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
this
this
thing.
already. Okay.
It's the thing I'm trying to figure out so much about.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is your baby, right? You work with this
This,
volunteer
this,
crew.
this is my child. I don't go there physically, but that's what I want to talk about. So, this summer, if and when I can, I'm going to finally get to see I'm going to try to see number 5 in person for the first time in, like, I want to say 14 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So right now, what I'm doing for them is I'm trying to find blueprints, researching it. That's why I've gone in. That's why I've like contacted the Crab Orchard. I went as far back to the museum that had her in the 1960s, and they don't know. They don't remember anything about her, so they weren't helpful.
Didn't you say something to the effect of the original blueprints burned?
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, okay. So in like, I think it was 1976. Number 5 was under control of the Crab Orchard, and of course they had her original blueprints because they're like given them with number 5. That way they could like make her a tender engine, because she wasn't originally a tender engine; she was originally a tank engine. So what happened was, it was either Ash from number 17 or number 5 herself that lit the depot of the Crab Orchard on fire.
Oh.
So, and number 5's blueprints were in a quote-unquote safe, a very safe safe
Doesn't sound like it.
in the depot. It wasn't that safe, it turns out. Because it got touched by the finger of fire, and it went up in flames.
So it was not very safe after all.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, no blueprints of 5 as like her original tank engine self exists. As far as we know. There might be copies, but we haven't been able to find it.
So who built 5 originally?
The HK Porter Company.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah. I've also tried to locate the blueprints, if there are any, of the Crab Orchard made whenever they made her a tank engine. But I think those were also in the fire.
Damn.
So yeah.
Well, you got to get out there with a nice scale and a nice tape measure and some pieces of paper. I
definitely need that.
You got to make some diagrams yourself, and then we'll make a trading card.
Yes.
Buy trading cards, by the way, you can find them at our website, theironhorseman.com. Sorry, that's just for the audience.
Okay. And so last time I talked to like the Crab Orchard about her, the guy, I was like, do you think we are going to be able to restore 5? And he's like, no. You're a bunch of teenagers. I took offense, but I understand. And he was like, if I still had the money and the ability to have a bunch of flatbed trucks, I'd go down there and give the same. This is like direct quotes. I'd give the Iron Mountain Railroad an offer they would not refuse, and I would take number 5, and I would restore her myself. Because he's a historian on the Crab Orchard. Like he was there whenever they had 5.
Well,
yeah.
As long as somebody's working on it, as long as somebody cares for it. So many of these little restorations start as a couple of people with a big idea and big hopes, and
Yeah, and it really stemmed. So whenever I was there in like 2010, I want to say, right? The guy there, he's dead now. He's gone. He's dead.
Damn.
But the guy there, he was a conductor for the Iron Mountain, and he was there whenever 5 actually ran, and he's one of the people who inspired me to like go on this huge quest to see 5 run. Yeah, because 5. I never mentioned this on the Discord. We have a Discord.
We do.
I never mentioned this in the Discord, but number 5 was actually the first steam locomotive I saw in person.
Neat.
And that's one reason why she is my baby.
Yeah, it means a lot to you.
I have a very similar love story here.
With number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
you're all of these mango gobbles. Number 5 is standard gauge, right?
Yes.
Yes, she's a 242. For those who don't know, actually, I can put a picture of her up for everybody that's watching.
She's one of. I can send you a picture if you need me.
I got one.
Okay.
It just strikes me as this. TJ, it makes me think of like the standard gauge brother of number 5.
Yeah.
At Kama.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see this. That would be I'm pretty sure I can imagine who would win, but it would be interesting to see a versus between the two of them.
It would just be I'm you but stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's anything we learned about number 5 at Kama, it's that it's so like small. It's very sad. Number
5 at Slim's is small and cute.
Yeah, but it's also standard gauge.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Number 5 at Kama lost a fight to a 2-foot gauge engine in locomotive versus.
Okay.
So
wait. Okay, so
it's
this is
3-foot gauge for the record.
This is a picture of people standing next to 5's boiler. If you want an idea for how small she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not very big.
It's little. It's cute.
Can we get a banana for scale?
What did you say, David?
So can we get a banana for scale?
Banana, yeah.
I also found out that 5 has not 1, but 2 whistles.
At once?
Yeah, at once.
Okay, add a few more and play a tune.
It has a Pennsylvania Banshee, which that's terrifying to hear it coming towards you. It has a Pennsylvania Banshee whistle, and I think it has a Challenger whistle.
That probably sounds ridiculous on a locomotive this small.
It really does. But I'm pretty sure it's a Challenger. And it is so freaking cute whenever it blows it.
Does it even have like enough boiler pressure to blow it without like?
Would drain.
All the air, all the steam goes out.
Yeah,
just
that's the thing. It does not. So it's not as ferocious as a Challenger, but you can still hear it. You can tell.
It's a baby Challenger.
Makes me think of There was at at Train Mountain, somebody had an FEF with a full-size whistle strapped to the side of it. So it was a 7.5-inch gauge, steam-powered 844 with a real whistle strapped under the side of the running board, like where the air tank would go.
Was it like a FEF whistle?
I don't know what it was, but it was loud. It was
Well,
the
it couldn't
loudest
have been
thing.
that loud and run out of all the steam.
Well, yeah, you couldn't blow it very much, the person who was running it. It was a good fraction the size of the boiler. And speaking of 844, it's time for...
Long live Murray!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're actually doing oh no, Jader, I'm sorry, I skipped over you because you didn't have a link. That's my bad. I zeroed in on the links. Jader.
Wow.
What is big isms? I'm interested.
Big. Okay. Yeah.
Big E-isms.
E-ism.
Yeah, because I wasn't here when we did the big E debrief.
Big E
thing
cast.
last time. But yeah, went to the Big E. Was it about a month ago now?
Well,
getting
we'll
close.
actually go to the Big E.
Imagine.
Yeah. Went to the Big E. It was the best train show I've ever been to. way I want to make it a yearly thing now.
It's a great show. I mean, if you're going to go to like one train show in a year, it's the train show you should go to, you know?
Wait. Which one is
I mean,
there's so many.
The Big E is...
Well, the Big E is the train show. That's
yeah,
the
The E!
Oh,
the Big E is the Amherst Model Railway Society's annual train show. It's on the fairgrounds of the Big E in Springfield, Massachusetts. And it is, by some metrics, the largest train show in the world.
I'm pretty sure it's I think it definitely has North America in the bag.
Yeah. I've heard largest in the East, I've heard largest in North America, I've heard largest in the world. For the record, we did have 17,000 attendees on Saturday.
Oh.
And then Sunday it snowed,
Jesus.
so
Wait,
that cut it down a lot.
Yeah.
What is this quote-unquote cursed 442?
I will get that.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah.
Looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
It was a lot of fun. I want to make it a yearly thing. Ellis, thanks for hosting all of us and putting up with our
Absolutely,
business
my pleasure.
whole weekend.
I will always host the Horseman for the Big E, and now that we know how it's going to work, maybe next year will be a little less chaotic, and I might actually get to sleep. Anyway.
Yeah,
So you had a
yeah,
good
that'd be good. But yeah, had a good time. I definitely spent too much money, but
Oh yeah,
worth it.
I think most of us did.
Yeah, but still worth it. Absolutely worth it. The pictures I just sent, or the 280 I got, which is sitting right next to me. Actually, it runs.
Oh, you sent it in
really,
the
really well.
You sent it in the VC text.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Wrong channel. Oops.
Go back.
Let me resend. Yeah. Oops.
Do it.
Do
it.
Where did you get? You got a boat?
It's a U.S.
Yeah, that was from the Yankees. That was from the Yankee swap.
Oh right.
Oh, it's on a flat car.
I love going back to this and like remembering what all the wacky stuff from the Yankee swap was. Who ended up with the SR and RL diesel?
Oh, I got that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Because who else should get it?
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that a K4?
No, it's what is this brass thing that you bought, Jader?
It's a Overland C&O G9, which I like. It's kind of funny. Some of my friends around here, they looked it up on Brass Trains and all that, and said I overpaid or whatever. But the ones on Brass Trains didn't have sound, and I don't think they were painted. And this thing is basically ready to run.
Is it the same locomotive in the first and second pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you did in fact get it to run. That like that day that you bought it.
Yeah, I didn't really have like
Oh.
it. Like I had to let it run in a little bit to clean the wheels, and the guy that I bought it from said that, well, no, he tried to run it, but it said DCC on the little paper in the box, and he puts it on a DC test track and it doesn't do anything.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, yeah. For a minute, I wanted to just say like it says DCC. Maybe try a DCC
You should have
track.
just been like, "Oh, it doesn't work. Give me a discount."
I haggled a little bit anyway.
I love how it looks kind of weathered. Did you do that, or is that just side effect?
I got it like that.
Oh wow!
It came weathered. It's honestly gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking engine.
All I've done to it since is touch up some paint, and it was really, really minor. Like I could barely see it, and add crew figures, and then program it a little bit.
Oh wow! Very nice grab.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, very. I want to. It was funny because the vendor that was selling this was also giving away stress balls.
Yeah, they were. That was it was Resource Rails, right?
Yeah, and as they were ringing up my purchase, I'm sitting there with a stress ball like this is.
It helps. It helps.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I haven't been on since the Biggie either.
Oh, really? Yeah, you got a handful of interesting things out of the Yankee swap.
Yeah. I'll let Jader finish, and then maybe I'll add a little bit.
I mean, that's all my Biggie stuff. But this cursed 442, this.
Oh yes, I want to see this.
This thing that
it can't
is
be that
kind
cursed.
of okay. So it kind of ties to the Biggie stuff because on Saturday was more like the buy things day, and then Sunday was wander around, talk to people, networking.
Oh dear God!
And
Oh,
Milky and I get to talking with a couple of people at All Brass Backshop, and they had an Atlantic sitting on their little display track, and I bring up this Atlantic. I just bring it up in conversation, and we're passing my phone back and forth between like three of us, trying to figure out its lineage.
that's not.
No idea.
It's a strange bird.
What is?
It is a. It's
That is
so
like
weird.
No.
that's like a home shop type deal, I think.
This
It
looks
pretty
like
much
I would
is.
find it on the download station.
Yeah.
Why is
We found it at Gilson and Eastern Atlantic.
God.
I mean, the real
Oh,
ones
I
are
see it.
the real
Right.
ones are weird too. The real
Why-
ones are weird looking too.
Yeah. Why does it look okay? So hear me out. That second leading wheel. That should be a driver.
No, it's an Atlantic. It's fine, but it looks like every surface on this locomotive got the landlord special.
This should
Like it looks like
Yeah,
everything's got a layer of paint.
This should be a 262. I'm just gonna say it.
No, 262 bad.
No,
Atlantic good.
262s are cool,
No.
but
I see it. Way.
But here's where it gets cursed because obviously we couldn't figure out its lineage. I'm 99% sure though, it's a West Side like frame, and I think the trailing truck. Yeah, West Side like frame and trailing truck. I don't know what the cylinders are from. I'm pretty sure the boiler is scratch built because Overland made like accurate models of these, but it doesn't match any of the Overland stuff. I think
somebody really was like, "I'll make my own with blackjack and hookers."
Pretty much.
So what you're saying is it's a kit bash.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's like a scratch build. Well, no, wait, no, you're right. It's more of a kit bash.
It's a little column A, little column B. There's some kit in there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the tender's all scratch built.
Oh yeah, no, that tender.
Because it fell apart while I was taking it apart, trying to just figure out how it's even put together. It fell apart, and it didn't seem like any other brass engine I've worked on where the tender floor is a solid piece. It's I'll find a picture of it. It's
this is this consolidation. Now I remember. You've talked about
Yeah,
this before.
I have, because I'm not sure what to effing do with it.
You know, the more I'm looking at it, the more I think it's cute.
Thank you.
Atlantics are good.
It looks like it's been squished.
Oh, just
I've wanted to squish it multiple times.
The Santa Fe Atlantics are like super squished.
Wait, hang on.
Jader gets
Those
violent
are
with an
weird.
Atlantic on other stories.
Santa Fe Atlantic.
But yeah, well, you look that up, and while
Oh,
the picture of the tender sends, it'll eventually send.
Oh yeah, here's the disaster of a tender. I think you have talked about this before. I
Yeah.
think it was on the show like a couple episodes ago.
Probably.
But
Yeah, I have talked about it on here before, but but why I put it back on here, why I'm talking about it again, is because I decided to mess with it a little bit yesterday. You know, I haven't messed with it at all in like a month, and I couldn't really remember why. Like I got it to sort of roll properly. The wheels are sort of quartered properly, and then I take it out, and I got it mostly quartered, but I just can't get it to run right. Like the wheels wobble really bad, like they're not true to the axles.
oh god.
Yeah, so it wobbles really bad. It still binds somewhere, and I'm not really. And I'm kind of like I want to keep it. I want to fix it up, but also I'm kind of.
There's a train coming.
It.
Wait, seriously?
Yo.
Oh my god, a train. Oh, there it goes.
So I'm
it's like
really
my
not sure
dog
what to do
when
with
I
it.
was a squirrel. He's like, train.
You said the
Yo.
wheel wobble. I'm trying to find that photo of what was it, like the Pacific, that wheel
Yo, it's an
slips and you can
SC60.
see how the axle is broken because the wheel just like shimmies.
I wish I had a video of this running. Or like rolling it. Wait, well,
Wait,
I
quick,
do.
go get one. Go get
Well,
video.
I do. Well, I do have a video of it, kind of rolling it back and forth on my bench. You can see the wobble. I don't know if you can show it on the podcast or not.
I don't really have a good way to show videos.
I'll send it anyway, and you all can look at it. But it's kind of bad, and I'm not really sure what to do with it. I mean, wants to just sell it, non-running edition, good project for someone, and just be done with it.
Look at the. Remember how I said the last one was squished? Like the last Atlantic.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, the Santa Fe, because they rebuilt them from the bull moosers, they ended up squished because they had so much unused frame.
They're so cute.
They look goofy.
That last
That's
one's just an E6 though.
Just space the wheels out a little bit further.
No space. It's fine the way it is.
I mean, they could have turned these into Jubilees. And
You
have
remember-
them spare.
Remember the one
been
that
a
has
2.6
no
too.
spacing?
No. It's the Jupiter, guys. It's from the Transcontinental Railroad.
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that
that's
tender
fun.
is so
I
special.
all the instructions unclear. I ended up with this Jupiter.
Wait, no, because this Jupiter predates the other one, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah, so they're just a bunch of copiers.
Tell me this doesn't look like a friggin' tank engine.
It's not this.
It doesn't look like a tank engine.
It's a
This
special
is a
boy.
444.
It honestly, it does look like it could be a Jubilee.
It's a 444.
And then there's this. I'm showing the Santa Fe Pacific, or the Santa Fe Atlantic. God, that thing is strange. Okay. Anyway, we do have to move on now.
Oh god dang it, that was fun.
I've also been doing some painting. Milky hired me to paint 94 for him,
Oh, nice.
and it's coming along. I did all the masking for the, I primed it.
Oh wait.
Did stuff with the engine and tender today. So hopefully this week I'll be painting it black.
Oh god. I'm
More
watching the
pictures, send
video.
faster. Yeah, it's bad.
That is bad.
Oh my gosh.
I think I need to trim out the axles, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're I think the wheels and stuff are from an MDC Atlantic, so I'm tempted to just find one and just swap in like the wheels and everything.
Wait, so Jadar, so do you have like an airbrush like booth?
Yeah.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, Jader's got like the facilities.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm gonna have to figure out how to paint at some point. So
because you got some stuff from the Big E as well.
yes, I did. I got the things that I bought. I bought a 2-foot DVD that Alice and I watched like last week. It was pretty good.
Was that Sunday River Productions, by the way?
Yes, it was.
Because I have a VHS from that same series of videos.
You guys have VHSs?
Yeah.
Man.
I looked in my cabinet yesterday, and I have like, because that video I think is like number 4 in a 5-part series of New England Steam. And I
Well,
have part 1.
There is just one called New England Steam, I think.
I don't know. It just on the back of the VHS it mentions that video. I think. Anyway.
Yeah, that. So I got that. I got 2 SRNRL HON 30 kits. I got the box car. I got a box car set of 2 box cars and a tank car. The only tank, the singular tank car that was on the narrow gauge. And then I also got a painting of 30th Street Station, like engine facility, with all kinds of
That
Phase
painting
3
is
Amtrak
so
stuff.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. So for I bought one for the Yankee swap. Liked it so much I went back the next day and bought one for myself. So I have that now, as well as I think Mew has it. Maybe I don't remember. Someone went home with it.
I think it was Mew. Yeah.
But it's very cool. My Yankee swap gift was a cookie boxcar from the Rio Grande, a SRNRL standard gauge diesel.
Yeah, a Jeep, like a Jeep 9 painted up for the Sandy River and Ranger Lakes. It's one of the most cursed things I've ever seen. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like CP sort of scheme too, or like Duluth Masabi and
No, it is like the CP scheme of like the green and yellow kind of.
Yeah.
Or
It's
CN or whatever that is.
it's a thing. It is a piece.
Yep.
It is a
And
it's
you
the most
also,
comprehensive
you
piece
also
of
got
thing.
I also got a fucking
cardboard building.
building made out of cardboard and plastic.
It says KKK on it.
Yeah,
What?
it's a hair salon named like Carrie's Cuts and Color or something like that.
Yeah.
With all
They-
K's.
K's.
They knew what they were doing.
It's it's something that we looked at for far too long before going, whoa, wait a minute. And now
Yeah,
it lives in my kitchen.
forever. Well, not forever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we'll send it to
Sounds
somebody
like
if
something
they
that would
really
be
screw up.
in the your punishment is the KKK
Your
house.
punishment is you have to take care of the incredibly fragile cardboard KKK house.
Yeah, that thing falls apart if you look at it wrong.
Oh my god.
Good.
It
Good.
was falling apart during the Yankee swap.
Yeah.
I'll crash a train into it.
My dog. I look at my dog wrong, and it just attacks me.
That's not
Well, I
good.
have not gotten attacked by Carrie's Cuts and Color.
Yet.
Not yet.
Well, that's because you're white, TJ.
That's true. I'm not their clientele.
I can't have it then.
Yeah, you can't get a cut. You can't get a cut or a color from
It would
them.
be extra
Taki enters the
offensive.
room and just explodes.
Okay, anyway, we gotta do locomotive versus.
It's on 84444.
Alright, yeah, 844, 84044, versus 4449.
40.
That's a lot of force.
We have the Brain Rot podcast. Let's go.
So remember how right before the podcast you asked if everybody had an empty bladder?
Yeah.
You don't know?
God.
Well, my bladder is empty, but something else ain't. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have fun with locomotive versus. I'll
Okay,
be
well-
back in a few minutes.
Okay,
You'll do your thing.
Can I have photos of your locomotives, please?
Yes.
Bryson will be
Yeah, you
representing 8444, and Bender will be representing 4449.
Let me find it in its Greyhound livery.
Is this an applicable photo?
Is it? Oh God, is it going to be the Christmas lights one? No.
No, it's
No.
better though.
This
This
is
is
the
not-
second image, by the
This
way.
is not 4449.
It's the second image. It must be.
Google
It's
Images has your back.
42.79.
They're like, Google is like, I want you to win.
Oh, I might have
Okay.
to cheat here. Hold on.
We have in fact done this before, and I don't remember who won. But you know, the game is changed a little bit since then, so we're gonna go around again.
I'd like to say I love this picture of 8444.
Well, let's see. Is it a good shot?
I love
There,
it.
there you go. Yeah, that's a nice picture.
I
The
have somebody in
Greyhound goes
mind.
way too hard.
Wait,
That is
no,
just
that's
844.
844.
There
Wait,
are
hang
only
on.
there are only
Hang on.
2 4s in this image, Bryson.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. There we go. Nighttime photo.
3 4s, please.
There you go. 3 4s.
What's this?
Ooh, I like that.
I'm not. Oh, there you go. Nighttime photo.
Do you want a daytime photo?
No, this is good. The lighting is fine.
Sure.
Yep. This is good.
Right.
I mean, I know it was only 8444 for a little while,
It
relatively
was like
speaking.
3 years, I think.
It was that one before they retired the Jeep 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a shot in mind, but
Do it.
well, I'm not JFK, so
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
You have a shot in mind.
well,
Boo.
yes, they get
Can you
the
get
joke.
a point for that?
Yeah, I think you should get a point for that.
Hell yeah,
You're not supposed to be happy about that.
it's my first point. I think I can't remember.
Well,
It's my first point. It's
okay.
Baby's first terminus point.
Baby's
I-
first,
Something to cherish.
baby's first bad joke.
44,
Yeah, it's something to cherish.
44, 44,
Hold on.
44, 44.
We need one with similar vibes. Hold on. I have one with. There you go. I got it.
I have a picture of
You
it on the
got it.
Milwaukee.
It's
The bill.
fine. You did it. Jeez.
I just can't remember where this picture is.
He has a photo. Ellis, is it a
Why
nighttime
can't I?
photo?
Oh, I hate doing this.
Ellis, I went
Hold
through
on.
all the trouble of finding a nighttime photo.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm working on it.
Oh,
The
that's
issue-
why it was at 8:44. I put 8:44, not 8:44, 44.
84, 44, 44, 44,
There you
44.
go. Oh, Christmas train. Oh, Christmas train.
Well, I had a
Wait, hang on. Hey,
Look at that.
does he get aesthetic points
I
for
mean,
that?
no. I have a better picture.
okay.
Hang on.
I was just going through them.
I do like the Christmas photo. Well, we're trying to get this done, like,
I know.
so that I can go to sleep.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with this.
Why
Okay.
was 8444 never?
Oh no,
okay,
American
hang on.
Freedom Train.
No, this is just
That's fantastic.
this is
Okay.
unfair.
Points for Murica. Okay. So those are our contestants. Who should go first? It's a tough call. Jader, do you have an idea about who's at the disadvantage here?
I don't know.
Better
I
not
mean,
say me.
they're both good engines. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I've been. I think.
fuck
I
it.
think-
Fuck it. 44, 49. Go first.
Oh, see, I was gonna go the opposite. Well, TJ's in the can, so we'll just have to flip a coin.
Now, are we doing Freedom Train or are we doing normal?
Well, this
I
is
wanna
the
do Freedom
condition that
Train.
it's in.
Oh.
Freedom Train is going first.
Okie
This
dokie.
is unfair.
All right.
Attractive effort.
Attractive effort.
Let me pull it up.
You had all this time.
Wait, are we going by 8444 or just...
I'm pretty sure they have the exact same stats. You're going by an FEF3.
Yeah, it's
No, they're
it's
two
in the same
different
condition.
locomotives.
Well, I bet you
Didn't
my
know that.
attractive effort is better because I'm a freight and passenger loco.
Okay, well, let's hear the number.
63,000 only? 63,750.
Yeah, 66,326.
God dang it.
Close, but the point goes to 44.49, and that's kind of what I expected. All right,
I remember-
you go again, Bender.
Oh, fantastic! I missed this. How about flew tube length?
Flew tube length.
Blue tube lane. 19.
21 and a half.
Oh, wow. All right, yeah, I remember 844 being a disappointment. Go again, Bender.
Flues.
Flues, number and diameter.
58 and diameter is 5.5.
Nope, that's
200.
the wrong one.
Oh.
Do the one above that. Wait, sorry, did you want twos or flues? Twos.
Flues.
Oh, sorry, flues.
Oh,
Okay, I thought
He
you
said
said twos.
5.5.
What are yours, Bender?
220 at 3.5.
3.5 wins, okay.
220.
Yeah, they're smaller.
And they're smaller. All right.
Roads with any sense went with the smaller ones.
3-0. Better.
Ooh, we're gonna start taking L's here. Let's see.
Twos and
Yes,
flubes.
please.
What hill do I want to die on?
Well, every road has
Sherman
the
Hill?
Factor adhesion. Let's go with that one.
Factor of adhesion. Bryson.
Wait, what was it?
Factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion. 4.24.
4.16.
4.16 is better. It's closer to 4. 4 points for 44.49. 0 points for 844. Bender.
Tender fuel capacity.
Under fuel capacity. This might be close. 25.
Hold on. I'll
The
get.
oil stats are in the blurb, I think.
I'll get it because it's on here somewhere. Fuel capacity 6,200 gallons.
What?
62.75, baby.
6,275. That is outrageously close. 844 was converted from coal to oil when it started doing excursion stuff at some point in its life. Or actually,
No, it was
much
converted
before
like
that.
a year into service.
Yeah, it was converted immediately.
Okay, if we're doing 8444, it'll have oil.
Right. And you have 6,200 gallons, and Bender has slightly more than that. So it is 5-0 Bender.
This is just one-sided.
Well, 844 is a disappointment. I'm sorry, it's not my fault.
Booster.
Booster. What?
Booster? What the heck is booster?
I don't think you have booster.
I have a booster. Trust me. Trust me on this.
Okay, I'll trust you, but if it doesn't say booster tractive effort below tractive effort, you do not have a booster.
No, I do not have a booster.
Okay. 4449 is a booster?
Yeah, they built with them.
I had
Some
yeah,
GSs had boosters.
remember that whenever I did 44, the Black Daylight, the Gothic
4460.
Daylight. Yeah, I have a feeling they're pretty similar.
They are. All right. So what is your booster tractive effort, Bender?
13,000 pounds.
Wow, that's a good booster. Okay, so that is 6 points. Bender.
That was a real cheap shot. I'm sorry.
Are you though?
No.
Take an L for once. Take an L. I dare you. I dare you. Take it now.
No, I'm gonna go with high pressure cylinders.
Okay.
Well, that's just.
You definitely have those.
Do I?
Yeah. What is your diameter and stroke of your high pressure cylinders?
25 by 32.
25.5 by 32.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, it had
way
to come from somewhere.
We come back to way to be those guys, SP. We're redoing early Terminus stuff now.
I think this is still as one-sided as ever.
Oh, probably.
That's what happens when you do a podcast for 10 years. It rounds back to the same jokes
It
over
all
and over
comes
again.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what is your next stat, Bender? Honestly, I thought you had done booster tractive effort just so that you could hand the ball off without losing a point. Because I
No.
thought you didn't have it. I had no idea that the GS4s had boosters.
Let's go with Sir Robert Limousinus.
Superheater.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Oh, what do you say? Plus superheater?
Plus superheater.
Robert Limousin. Same as above, plus superheater percentage. Down towards the bottom of the page. Bryson?
37,575.
34,442. There we go.
Okay, and there the point goes to 844, and thus the
My
initiative.
God. It's not 844, it is
80,
84.
40, 40, 44. There you go.
Yeah.
44,
Better.
44, 44.
Let me think about this.
Okay.
Do I have a time limit like in...
Well, yeah,
The-
I'll get out the timers if you're taking too long.
No, please don't.
I will.
Total engine and tinder weight.
Okay. 788, 730.
912,250.
Holy cow, what? Why is it
I
so
wrote-
much heavier?
I thought 4449 would have been heavier because
Yeah,
of
I
all
would
the
have thought so
streamlining.
too. Why is
The
Katie
FEFs
so
are just very
good?
mediocre.
Uh,
I think it's the tender. I think it has more water capacity.
What?
I don't.
It
I
should.
don't know. All right. Well, it is 8-1 Bender.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, sir.
Now for my next trick.
Do boiling pressure, do boiling pressure.
No, no.
Pressure.
I'm not stupid.
Do it, do it, do it, do it,
Do it.
Do it.
do it, do it.
All right. Anyway, Bender.
You can do driver
Just try weight on
diameter.
driver. Put on the weight stats. I'm heavy, I'm heavy.
Wait on drivers.
Yeah. 270,300.
And there we go. 275, 700.
All right. Wow, that was really close. Okay. 2 points against 8. Bryson.
Oh, thank God, I did that. I did a thing. Oh God, I'm looking at the stats and you're right. It's all into Tinder.
Jeez,
Got a bunch of
that.
junk in the trunk.
Look at that booty.
I'd like to do driver wheelbase.
Okay. Mine is 21.5.
22.
22. All right. It goes to 44.49.
Come on.
9-2. Bender.
These are very cool engines. Okay, since I know it's all your junk is in the trunk, tender loaded weight.
Well, that's just not.
I should have done that.
421,550.
How much?
421,550.
Okay. 313,730.
Okay. 313,000. So that point goes to Bender, and 44.49. It's 10-2. Bender.
Wait, does this end at 100?
No. There are not nearly enough stats for that. At
I
20
was about
points,
to say.
at 20 points, whoever is calling has the option to go to style points, and then it's sort of like a knockout sequence. but we just rack up the points.
Combined
I'm
heating
not
surface.
doing style points. I don't know what to do for this.
Combined heating surface.
Combined heating surface. 5,694.
6721.
Oh my god. It's just so
What?
good. Alright, 11 to 2.
Superheating surface.
Yeah. 1,400.
1834. Evaporative heating surface.
Evaporated?
Yeah.
4,294.
4847.
Okay, 13 to 2.
Well, you're just.
I think it's style points time.
You're not there, you can't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
You
not
need 5 more
20.
points on the board.
5 more points. Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay, Mr.
You guys have been
Ellis.
pacing yourselves.
Can't be that mean to me.
Yeah, right.
Do blow pressure, do blow pressure, do blow.
Oh. I'm gonna do something stupid like firebox area.
That's. Okay. 512.
Yeah, 385.
What?
What?
Alright, these engines are strange.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah.
Anyway, that point goes to 8444.
I know.
3 to 13, you're up, Bryson.
Let's see if my boiler pressure strategy is going to work. The boiler pressure.
300.
Holy cow, it's a tie.
What do you think?
300.
Who could have seen this coming? Alright, well, in the event of a tie, because this is regular bog standard locomotive versus, the initiative just goes to the other player. So, Bender.
Hello.
What?
Now what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, evaporative
Drive
heating
the
surface divided by
diameter,
cylinder
do it.
volume.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Oh. 236.19.
258.3.
You do have a lot more evaporative heating surface, even with your bigger cylinders. 14 to 3, Bender.
Don't worry, you're still in the lead.
Yeah, by a little bit. It's only a little bit.
Only a little
14.
bit. 14 to 2.
Of course, overall wheelbase is the only stat I don't have. We're gonna go with minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail.
Oh, dear God. I don't know who's going to win. Minimum weight. Wait, no, you're probably going to.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat it.
Let's hear it.
Minimum weight of rail. 113.
115.
Oh,
113.
goddamn, 113.
The
I can't
funny
escape.
number.
Yeah, the brain rot number. 4 to 14. It is now your turn, Bryson. You have the initiative.
I got a point.
You did. Congratulations.
Let me look at 4449's wheels for a second.
Just observe the wheels closely. Those are definitely wheels.
Well, given that I can only see half of them, that's kind of scary.
Well, I assure you that there are some on the other side, too.
Let's do.
It's a 242, but not the good kind.
Let's do overall wheelbase.
Better doesn't have it.
Come on.
You gotta try something else.
If I had the stats, I'd probably win that anyway. Maybe. It's a toss-up.
You know what? Let's do. No, that.
What'll it be?
Year built.
Year build.
1941.
1944.
Okay. You get another one. It's a 5 to 14.
A comeback. It begins.
Okay, good luck.
Oh, I found it. I found the
I'm
picture.
gonna win that.
You found the one you were looking for?
Yes,
Oh,
and it's beautiful.
alright. Well, one more point and we'll have enough to go to style points. Bryson?
You know what? Hey, no, wait. Hey, no, he's changing picture.
It's a pretty picture. I'll show you with the.
It's on the Milwaukee.
More like cheating.
It's the same angle. That's what I was going for.
Just a little more
Which one
brown.
have we not done? Which one have we not done?
Well, Minnesota do be brown.
I don't know what you haven't done. Well, I
Let's
can check.
do.
Let's do.
Let's do.
Duel.
Whoops.
Well, you're gonna. Oh God, no! I don't want to do that.
Let's see. What haven't we done? We haven't done loco base ID, number in class, number built, builder, valve gear, engine wheelbase, wheelbase ratio. We haven't done min axle loading. We haven't done.
I feel like I'm gonna lose this. But let's do local base ID.
Okay, loco base ID.
281.
I lost this. 8,340.
Yeah, that was not a great call. 15 to 5. Bender.
Number in class.
Got 20 points on the board. All right, number in class.
Only 10?
Yeah.
Only 10.
Yeah,
Bender.
10.
28.
20. Oh God.
I thought there would be a lot more FEF3s.
All right.
There were a lot of the other ones.
5 to 16. Bender.
Number and built.
Well, that's just...
They let you double dip.
The classic double dip.
10.
28.
Wow.
You.
That's
W. Style points time.
Okay,
Oh.
we got to do judge's choice really quick. I am going to. I'm going to get this out of the way before anybody asks it. Oh no, you know what? I want power MT. Power MT, please.
Oh, for both of us?
Yes.
Our MT.
Okay. 1 minus 156 or 1576.84.
Okay,
What?
My number's
1576.
right.
What is-
Minus? Okay, you said power MT, right?
Power MT. So this was like 1500 and change. What is yours?
1,396.44.
All right, less than that. Okay. 18. Jade or TJ? Do you guys have picks?
Local base
we
ID.
didn't call.
We did local base ID.
Builder.
Builder.
Oh,
Lima.
I was gonna say builder.
Oh, sorry, Jader.
Well, I might
Fine.
be at a disadvantage here. Alco
Connected.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, that.
You do actually
Alpha
beat out Lama
Daddy.
with that. It's 6 to 18. Jada, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask builder.
Well, sorry about that.
I mean,
Valve
still
gear,
under.
engine wheelbase ratio, driving or driver diameter, tubes.
Yeah, well, no, that's a wash.
Great. Did we do great area? I don't think we did great area.
We did not.
Well, I
And then
didn't.
Robert Limousine's same as above but sub firebox area and power L1. I think those are the only ones that haven't been called.
What was the
Two
first
driver
one that you
diameter.
named?
The first one that I
That's a
named
wash.
was valve gear. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do valve gear.
Okay.
Uh,
Valve gear.
yeah, it's
Valve here. Well, this might be. Wild shot.
Yeah, it's a tie. Okay, it's 6 to 18. Can I have style points from you guys? Bender, you don't have to tell me any if you don't want to.
I have an all-weather cab.
Oh, you do have an all-weather cab. You do?
Yeah.
844 is an all-weather
I
cab?
don't-
Okay.
Yeah, because it's an oil burner. It
I'm
doesn't
learning
need,
all
you know.
sorts of stuff about 844 today. Or sorry, 4449 today. Wait, what do you mean
Okay.
because it's an oil burner? That doesn't make it have an all-weather
Well, because
cab.
an oil burner doesn't need to have, you know, the connection.
Well,
It doesn't need to have a hole in it like the CN or CP stuff.
well that doesn't necessarily mean it has an all-weather cab.
But, well, it does, though. I think.
It do
I
though.
think.
Yeah.
Man, it does
Should.
though.
I need a better shot of the cab.
It
Working
does
on it.
though.
It do though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. It does. It does. It does.
Because it doesn't need anything, you know. No reason not having an all-weather cab.
I just didn't know. I'd never seen that angle.
There's a window in it for some
unfortunately, 844 was
reason.
built as an oil
That angle.
burner. Bryson, do you have any style points?
Dynamo.
Okay, you guys both have that.
Oh.
That's an interesting
Might have
style
more than
point.
They might have more than each other. I don't know.
I think you both have one.
Yeah,
I think 4449 has 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? Oh, I do see 2
Yeah.
in this picture.
Wait,
Bender, I think
Maybe-
red has 3 dynamos.
hang on. Are those 2 lanterns? Wait, hang on. I think 8444. Do the lanterns count as dynamos?
No,
What?
the dynamo is the thing that generates the electricity.
Oh, dang. Okay. Wouldn't 8444 have 2?
Does it have 2?
Because it
I
has
can,
like
only, I
the
can only
normal-
see 1.
Let me just boot up Train Simulator real quick.
Oh god, I see 4449, the back of its cab here. Just a blank wall.
I think it's collapsible. Because I don't know. I don't know what's with it.
Well, everything's collapsible with enough effort.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Um,
those guys did it
I'm
in
gonna,
Mexico,
you know what?
right?
I'm gonna help out Bryson here because I can do that. Bryson, you have smoke deflectors. You have elephant ears. That's a point.
Yeah, I do have those.
I can't give you the paint point because I feel like that's a wash against the American Freedom Train.
Come
Has
on.
844 been in a movie?
Has it been in a movie?
It was in Shining Time.
Has 844 been in a movie?
I think Shining Time counts. I mean,
That's not a movie.
no, but it is every.
No, but
it's
I
a
mean,
part of our
media
timelines.
is media.
Sure,
let
but
me
it's not the greatest movie of all time.
permission to
Tough
Google.
face. That was a joke.
Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, I mean, it's crazy.
Permission to Google.
I mean, you were always that was always allowed.
Oh, cool. I'm googling it.
I think. Oh, that's not. I'm trying not to help Bender, but Bender is up 13 points. I think that's it. Unless you
From
can come up
pictures-
with 13 style points, like, in a couple minutes, I think this game is over.
I'm doing this. I'm
You
doing
Can
have
this.
Bender get a
centipede
point for the
tendon.
West Texas Strawbar?
I can do this.
What do you say about the West Texas drawbar?
Can Bender get a point for that?
What did you just
I don't
say?
even know what that is.
What is that?
Hold on.
West Texas
Hold on.
drawbar. I think.
Hold on.
Have I been there?
In pictures, it does have 3 dynamos, by the way.
Near LaGrange.
I got it. I got it.
This is fun. Hold on. This is funny.
What have you got, Bryson?
Media.
Okay. Long
Okay.
story short, I
The
think 4449 was on
1970s,
its way to New Orleans, I think. Oh, sorry.
the 1970s Super 8 film, whatever that is.
You both have been in media.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
okay. That's
a
a really
wash.
crappy picture, but I think the West Tex it was on its way to something. And as they're going down the main line in West Texas, the drawbar pin just kind of falls out.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
That's not good.
Tell me.
It's not supposed to happen.
Look at
Yeah,
Look at 8444's like cow catcher and tell me it doesn't look like it's smiling.
Oh, you have a foldable coupler.
They do have the
That's
foldable
something
coupler, though.
that 4449 doesn't have. All right, it's 9 to 20.
I think my pilot counts as cast, though.
You both have a cast pilot.
Aw, man.
Yeah, I know
Martin
all
Martin-
those points that you're sorely missing. This was a murder. I hope this puts this to bed for good.
Also, I have
Hey,
converter.
hey, hang on, hey. That's
no,
not
hey, 4449 is a much better locomotive than 844 or
No, I'm not.
8444.
I'm not haying that. I'm haying what Bender just put in the chat. Hey,
22.
Doyle approves.
Your chump.
I didn't even get to call my Earnhorn point. Damn.
I expected you to do that literally immediately.
wait.
That's
the thing about having two headlights.
no,
Is that a
well,
thing?
no, because you have a
You have a Mars light and a regular headlight. I have a gyro light and a regular headlight, which I think counts as 2, technically.
And a Mars
yeah,
light?
you both
Yeah,
you both
the
have
red thing is a Mars light.
yeah, you both have like an extra headlight doodad. It serves pretty much the same purpose.
Okay, add it to the thing.
No,
This is my comeback.
It's over.
it's equal to
This is my
both for
comeback.
both of you. You both
This is
have
my
it.
comeback.
It's
This is my comeback.
You're not coming back. You're
I-
done. You're done. I'm
I
I
cutting
hate
you
to break
off.
it to you. It's
This is my
it's
comeback.
Jover.
Do I get a point for wrecking spectacularly just north of the border?
Anyway,
It's Jover. It's Jover.
I will also. We got to do the votes. I'm gonna vote for 4449.
It's Jover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna vote for 4449.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, no pity for 8444.
I really
Sorry
like
that
the
I'm
FEFs
the
and I
only
love
one
Greyhound, but
who
like
like 8444.
Once again, 844 remains a disappointment.
the only locomotive I ever saw through a window.
You've never seen other locomotives through windows?
No,
No, because I went to Portland, Oregon, and they were closed due to COVID, and I was like, "Damn, this sucks."
Damn is right.
Well,
All right,
I should just use that as my
congratulations,
picture.
4449. I hope this is the second time that it's won against 844 because I didn't go back and check the results.
This is the second time it won against 844, not 8444.
I mean, that was like 200 something
whatever.
episodes ago,
It's
right?
the other
They're
one.
the
You-
same.
It's different, I swear.
You keep. You know what? Sure.
It's different.
Legally distinct.
Legally
Yeah.
distinct. I mean, for the purposes of the locomotive roster, yes. Anyway, what do we want to do? What do we want to cover first? Let's do the little things. In fact, Bryson, let's get yours out of the way. What news do you bring to the table?
Oh god, I'm supposed to be bringing news.
You put it here. You wrote that.
Oh, hang on.
This right here.
Oh god. Okay, so get this.
Speaking of
Uh, Yeah. Tickets on sale.
for
I did Iron Horse Rambles.
with
With yes.
with what is the locomotive?
2102.
Probably a locomotive that would get beat up by 844 in a versus.
Oh, it would.
I feel like
It might
that's-
not.
If we haven't done that
Next
one, we
time on
should
the
probably
Terminus.
do that one. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
You
we,
That's
beat
what you
we
got.
should.
844 versus,
Next time on the Terminus podcast.
Yeah, Reading 2102. Now, the T-1s were not fantastic Northerns, but neither were the FEFs. But yeah,
Which
so to sum up what I just had to drag out of Bryson, despite the fact that he put this article here, they are doing more Reading Rambles. The Reading Blue Mountain and Northern, or the RNN, legally distinct entities, asterisk,
Yes.
are committing some insurance. I mean, they're running Iron Horse Rambles with 2102. And, yeah, I don't actually know what all goes on here, but I know that I need to go.
I'm calling it. It's gonna explode.
No, I don't think they're going to blow it up. At least not.
No.
You know, no. They'll, I mean, if they run it
This isn't going to be a Gettysburg.
Yeah. TJ,
All right,
you
have
want to go
fun,
see
y'all.
2102?
Next.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Gotta go. I honestly, though, it's the most local Northern to us.
Well, than the Providence Northern.
All right, that was.
Oh, don't.
I
Yo.
can't believe you did
Bro,
this.
that was mad funny.
Yeah, that was incredible. I really set myself up for that one.
Got the whole chat. Got the whole
the
chat laughing.
whole squad, the whole roundhouse laughing. But yeah, I mean, they sure run the thing. The RNN gets some good use out of 2102. And, you know, we might have
Yeah.
more T-1s running sooner or later. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have it in my thing, but I'll mention it briefly. 2100. I think they just either they're getting ready to or they just did their first hydro test.
Oh, really? We do have some articles
Yeah.
on 2100. Oh, you know what? And there was one that got posted right before we started the podcast, and I forgot to include it. Let me just
Wait,
grab
really?
that. I'll put it in the document.
Yeah.
It was They posted their 2024 January 2024 update video. So hydro
Yeah.
test on 2100. And I mean 2101 has been getting some love as well.
Didn't 2101 wreck?
2101 got caught on fire.
It got burnt to
Yeah,
a
but,
crisp.
like, which one's the Freedom Train one?
That's
2101.
That's 2101.
Yeah, it recently wrecked again, didn't it?
It's been in a
No,
museum
no,
for like 20 years.
They just it got a little.
Oh, it got
remember
sideswiped,
they
that's right.
nicked that coach with it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
moved it around and they destroyed the whole place.
I wouldn't call that wrecked.
You know how hard it is to move a steam locomotive. You're gonna mess some stuff up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm trying to
actually-
get points here.
I'm digging up all of the. We had a whole bunch of 2100 articles that are like buried, and I'm trying to dig them all up just so I can get them out of here, just so I can throw them in the cargoes. If anybody wants the whole saga of 2100 recently, there will be plenty of food for your thought.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the Western Maryland. They're
Yeah.
they're doing things and stuff at their Georges Creek line.
What kind of things and stuff, Jader?
Well, one of the things that they are doing is they're hosting a photo charter called the Georges Creek Experience, where you get exclusive access to see the rebuilding of the line, including a photo charter. Yeah, including a photo charter with one of the Jeeps that they have there that's in Western Maryland paint, photo freight. And this is kind of cool. They're also doing, I guess they're featuring like a human interest thing on the women and men rebuilding the Georges Creek. So that's cool.
That's cool. It's this goofy chop nose thing, and at first glance I thought it was a BL2.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, neat, they have a BL2 running, and then you said it was a Jeep, and I had to go back and look at the post.
Yeah, the Western Maryland chop nose Jeeps are they're goofy.
They're strange. And the thing that I like is the headline here is, quote, "Do you like taking pictures of trains?" And that came up, and I went, well, I do know some people.
Yeah, where are the little advertisements in like South Station? If you see someone taking pictures of trains,
If you
know,
see something,
call
say
the
something.
call the Amtrak police.
Yeah. Well, you know, the rail fans are just terrorists. Where's somebody should have posted that, the list of, like, if you see someone 25 to 35 years old standing around the
I'm
train
pretty
tracks
sure someone did post
leaving
that.
when,
Am I
there isn't
crazy?
a train coming. It's like, call
Yeah.
the police. But yeah, this is a really neat operation that they've inherited, that they've picked up over there. I don't know with what money, but hopefully it makes them money, because they
Yeah.
need to fix their poor sad Malay.
Yeah. Also that reminds me, I can get a number, but I also saw on their Instagram page. I don't have a link for it, but on the Western Maryland's Instagram page, they did something with scholarships.
Really?
Give me a second. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they sent out a total of $25,000 in scholarships to students who volunteered with their Polar Express train ride. That's awesome.
That is really awesome.
I still don't know where they get the money for this though. Like I saw that was my first reaction. Like
I
what-
got two words for you. Insurance fraud.
I was about to say tax evasion, tax fraud, insurance fraud.
is that why they broke 1309 again?
Yeah, it's actually all a scam. They had somebody jump in front of 1309, but like not hit them with it, but like they flopped over and were like, "Oh no, I have been hit by a train."
Wait, can we talk about
Where's the
how
person?
many more the Bender's photo is?
A what?
He
I have
Bender.
44
That was all I saw.
Picture.
Back in the day, that was it.
4449 says soon.
Want to buy some crack?
Hey kid, you want to try drugs?
You want to run to Mexico?
Hey kid, you want to commit some insurance fraud?
Wait, I gotta make this a meme now.
It's all insurance fraud.
I promise I'm listening while I make this a meme.
I was gonna name this episode Jay Out in Real Life, but it's definitely just called Insurance Fraud.
Well, I mean, insurance fraud, I mean, I don't know.
But
It's fine. It's fine. We're already all on the list anyway.
Oh, you're right.
yeah,
You know what's some good fraud? Actually, I don't know if... Was the Blackwell Northern thing fraud related?
I think it could be counted as a kind of fraud.
Well, please elaborate.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Smokey. So, Blackwell Northern Railroad. It's the place that owns all those, like, locomotives that are supposed to get scrapped or saved, Bug X.
Bug X.
It turns out they were just fucking lying to the FRA the whole time. So, they've had several derailments.
Definitely a thing that you should always do.
Yes. Completely
Love
just
lying to
lie.
the FRA.
Yeah.
So, they got a federal investigation, and they found that they had done such very bad things.
It was apparently like a complete catastrophe. Like, so bad that they just, like, shut the railroad down immediately.
It got...
All tracks
it
would
was
be taken
bad.
out of service, is the quote.
It got just completely shut down, and there are more allegations. I'm gonna call them allegations out there too. This is just like
Did they have
If
like
BNSF
kids running
got
the
shut
trains
down.
or something?
supposedly the allegations are, aside from all the other things they've done, is that the owner may or may not be some kind of pedophile,
Right.
may be dating somebody
Right.
underage or many years younger than them, and may have gifted them a locomotive. And may have had people running trains also as kids.
Gifted them a locomotive?
Presumed to be a CF7, yes.
If find a man who will gift you a CF7.
No. Find
They're
a
a
man.
keeper.
There,
Find
yeah,
a
right.
man who will gift you 44 or 49.
Find a man who is going to gift you insurance fraud.
I want to J out in real life now.
Okay,
Uh,
guys, I just realized I'm pretty sure all of us deserve at least 1 point.
Well, see, that's why the bar is higher than you think it is.
So,
Uh,
according to the document listed here, they started VNGR ownership changed on or about October 1st, 2023. FRA is aware of several serious incidents that have occurred following the change in BNGR ownership, including 2 derailments and a highly dangerous movement of on-track equipment through an unprotected highway rail grade crossing, narrowly missing a collision with a passenger vehicle.
oh God.
And they started investigating it December 27th of last year and found that they had just completely lied. So they referred to report, at a minimum, the 2 derailments that the FRA has discovered through investigation. In both derailments, the individual operating the derailed train was not properly qualified as an engineer in accordance with 49 CFR Part 240, blah, blah, blah. And
God
apparently
damn.
the locomotive was also several years past required inspection, which is cool.
You don't need safety.
Yeah,
Nah.
I mean, you know, tonnage first or something, right?
There is evidence
savings.
BNGR employees have been directed by BNGR ownership to provide FRA false information, including a false engineer certification card and false hours of service records.
Okay, it's not even like they were slacking. It's like they were, in fact, actively committing fraud.
Yes.
I know we've been joking around it the whole podcast. That it wasn't a lead up to this, but it makes it so much better. And if they were using, like, Jader, I'd like to understand the implication of the weight savings thing. They were using little kids as engineers for weight savings. Is that the implication here? It's like having a really short jockey in horse racing.
Yeah, one more container on there if you use all child labor.
Yeah. Children yearn for the whatever.
Children yearn for the
Locomotive
locomotive.
cast.
You're in for the throttle.
And it's relevant
Wait.
because when we talked about this, we mentioned the kids with the pineapple paw.
Oh God, yeah, that's right. Yeah, was this the thing that was like leaked on through the same channels as the kid taking the joyride?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the article on that. Hold on, where's the joyride article? I knew it was gonna come up.
The one from
What?
Canada.
Yeah.
Is this the
Did they
one?
take a joyride to Mexico?
I think this is the one.
No, they just hooked up to a
Alright.
snowplow and did
On the
stupid stuff.
4449 while committing insurance fraud.
I think this is a different video. Multiple. Oh wait, no. I think this is the same one. Yeah, because it's snowing. This isn't. Is this the bit of the video with the pineapple? Like, you can't see the pineapple bong in this video. But I think it's the same one, because it's, yeah, I mean, what are the odds that there are going to be 2 Canadian National Joyrides in the span of a month?
Highly likely.
Well, you know, pretty high. It is Canadian National.
So
Also
this
relevant to this, or
Go ahead.
companies on the line who get their resources from them, goods, who actually use their railroad, are struggling to get things now. And this is an example of why everybody switched to trucks.
Yeah, I mean, when the railroad's just, like, blatantly being a catastrophe, yeah, that's what happens. The thing that sucks is, because of the nature of railroads and railroading, it's like, yeah, they were doing stuff and, like, absolutely deserve to immediately get shut down. But now these shippers are just completely hung out to dry. Like, they couldn't get, like, the neighboring railroad to come in and do the thing, like, do the job.
Yeah, that's something I don't quite understand. Like, I feel like in situations like that, well, maybe not with, like, the falsifying FRA stuff, but I've heard of other railroads where, like, okay, like, railroad A goes insolvent. Hey, I don't know, hey, railroad B, come run this until we figure something out.
If every track they own got taken out of service, maybe it's just straight up not safe for them to run the railroad, but you'd still think, like, if the FRA doesn't have this power, it should have this power. So, like, this railroad's after, hey, neighboring railroad, it's your problem now. Like, run the trains, figure it out.
I thought that was, like, part of the reciprocal switching thing.
I mean, theoretically, if we were to get reciprocal switching, yeah, but it's not. I think the idea of reciprocal switching is less of we're going to force someone else to do it, and more like we will open the opportunity for someone else to, like, stick their nose in it, right? So it's more of it's like the railroad that wants those customers has to take the initiative, versus the FRA saying someone needs to serve these people. You're being voluntold. Run the trains.
There is one thing they can run on the railroad, and that is the R.J. Corman M4 Sherman.
God damn it!
God.
Why is that? Why does that exist? Is that a real picture?
Apparently.
That does appear to be a real picture.
Yeah.
My friend sent me that like an hour ago, just without context. So, yeah.
I don't understand. Why is there? Why?
Why isn't there? That's what we should be asking.
Not.
Why now? Why haven't we
maybe more railroads need tanks? Gorge War Part 2?
Wait, what are some German railroads? I have a stupid idea.
It's all
Deutsche
Yeah,
no, we're not.
yeah.
No, don't give them tanks. Bad things happens when you give the Germans tanks.
No. I'm going to give them battleships.
That's worse.
I want to see a German train haul the Bismarck throughout the nation.
I want to see
Now I know why they
R.J.
needed the
Corman
9-foot railroad.
painted ocean liner.
That'd be beautiful.
No, it wouldn't.
That's why we gotta raise the Titanic.
Painted just like bright red.
If you raise up Titanic.
Anyway, continuing on the theme of fraud, something that I can't believe it's not a grift. Parallel systems, TJ.
Yeah, so they're taking steps to get a test with G&W, apparently.
For those who don't know, parallel systems is the people who are insistent that the future of railroading is sticking containers on self-propelled autonomous flat cars.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the best part about these things are? They don't even couple to one another. They just, like, run up next to one another.
I take it back. RJ,
They at least magnetize?
No. It's just
No.
like a
Oh
rubber
my
bumper.
God.
If it was magnetized like effing wooden Thomas sets, that'd be so funny.
Blackwell Northern could use those.
That's the future of rail transportation. Attached to really strong magnets to each other.
Honestly, though, like, obviously this is preposterous, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. But they're doing it. So would you say they're gonna? Is it G&W like volunteering to test them, or?
So it says the FRA will hold a public hearing regarding 2 G&W short lines proposal to test the autonomous flat cars in Georgia.
Okay.
I hope they burn.
In 2023, the Heart of Georgia Railroad and Georgia Central Railway sought FRA permission to test the equipment. It asked them to temporarily suspend a slew of current regulations, from rail operating practices and locomotive safety standards to safety appliance standards and brake system safety regulations that would permit the use of parallels flat cars.
They should have just tested them on the Oklahoma Railroad, or the Blackwell Northern rather. That would have gone, they wouldn't have needed to suspend anything.
You guys want to hear what I think of this?
That it's bad.
No, it didn't work.
Well, it hasn't worked yet. Well, they haven't tested it yet.
I tried to spray my phone's microphone or something.
What?
It says the tests aim to evaluate 3 primary components of the parallel system: the autonomous vehicles themselves, the user terminals that allow people to control the equipment, and the computer servers that send data between the vehicles and the user terminals. This was in Trainsmag.
Okay, so they just want to see if the technology works.
It's fun. It's why is there 3 parallel systems things
because
now?
These are previous articles.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, where did these come from?
Yeah, I dug them up for you. What were you saying?
I just okay, so if you're gonna build something like this,
make it sensible.
Shouldn't you be making it shouldn't it line up with the safety standards?
He has a point.
Well, I think.
But hear me out. I have a counterpoint.
Go ahead.
I have a counterpoint. Tax fraud.
Well, that's the thing. I thought this was just going to be taking people's money, but the fact that they're setting up actual demonstrations is it means something. It means that there's somebody that is a true believer here, and that isn't just grifting.
Well, here's this video from last month of them actually working.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive, and I
do want to see this.
I think the safety standards thing, all the safety stuff that they have to suspend, is probably stuff about here. I'll put the video in here. Is probably stuff about moving rail vehicles with nobody on them, right?
Yeah, but it says it's more than just it says rail operating practices and locomotive safety standards, but also safety appliance standards and brake system safety.
Yeah, probably because they don't have air brakes.
Oh my god, that looks terrifying.
These are things that are basically operating outside of the conceptual understanding of how trains do.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of reasons why this is a terrible idea. But
I think
so many of these things could be resolved if you were to allow them to couple together properly. If you could tow these behind a locomotive,
train.
Well, no, but if you could tow these behind a locomotive like actual rail cars instead of whatever the heck they're pretending to be.
Trucks. They're pretending to be trucks.
Yeah, you could alleviate a lot of the worst things about them. Because they could charge while they're moving, just by regenerating energy off of their
overhead wire
and stuff like that. No, because if they're being towed by a locomotive, they could use their motors as generators and recharge their batteries that way.
Look,
and
overhead wire is so 1950s.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, but hear me out though.
I have the perfect coupling for them.
What if you got rid of the batteries in the car, and it saves weight?
Well,
and then
it
you just
wouldn't run.
you couple them together and
Well-
put all the power plant stuff in one spot,
Yeah, no, you're missing
like an engine.
You're missing what I'm getting at.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm being
Right.
like facetious about it, but like I get what you're saying. Like for the long distance, like have them traveling long distances in like a traditional train, and then when you get to like the port or the industry park or whatever, you like they like
Okay.
they like go and do their own thing. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, a train that can sort itself would save a lot of the like things that make terminal switching slow. And I understand that's probably what sort of drives this idea. It's a solution looking for a problem. It's trying to solve all of railroading by fixing one relatively minor. I even hesitate to call it an issue. It's just something. It's the way that trains work.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're like, okay, so what do trucks do? Like we got to do that to beat the trucks, and it's like, but
No.
like
You're not going to do trucks better than trucks on rails.
exactly. Like that's what it looks like. Like just from watching this video, that's what it looks like. It's like they're like, but what? Okay, what if we put trucks on rails?
Yeah.
What if we put trucks on this fixed track and see if it does better?
And put them all next to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
I love how-
you have a thing to connect them together.
Again, the
Yeah.
carnivalization of transport, it all becomes trains. It's the more you optimize, it just becomes trains. And that's
The one like
Yeah.
but these
one-
aren't using any
Yeah.
of the advantages of trains. Is the issue.
yeah. I love the part of the video where they're both moving, and like the one that's behind, like the second container, like is moving faster than the first one. So it's like they like coupled up in real time,
Mm-hmm.
like while they're moving. But obviously there's no coupling or anything, so they're just like kind of like it's like a traffic jam kind of like this container that was going fast now has to like sit behind this other slow container.
Well,
If only trucks had like if only truckers had solved this problem by using the left lane.
Well, think about this, right? In a world where they were able to implement the good good quote unquote parts of this technology on top of regular railroading. Think about you have a way freight, right? And the cars that are being picked up are already sort of ready, like they know the train is coming. The engine is pulling the whole train. You have a locomotive at the head of a whole train of automated cars like this, whatever you want to call them. It approaches the siding, uncouples the back half of the train or whatever cars need to come off. The cars that need to come on sort of accelerate out of the siding after the front part of the train and just come up and couple on themselves. The cars that need to come off, they come off and they go into the siding, and then the rest of the train accelerates and couples up to the front part of the train. It's like there are, in theory, ways that you could make railroading more efficient using cars that could all, in a short, in the small scale, be self-propelled. Using this as like a cross-country means is completely insane. But
I have an idea.
You could have all the industries do this delicate dance that would speed up pickups and drop-offs by a factor of, 10.
Okay.
Would it ever be realistically feasible? No, probably not. But
imagine how much money that would cost for the infrastructure for that.
Yeah, right?
Like every industry, like some warehouse, like that's like I get 2 loads of like a year, or like 2 loads every 3 months. Let me install my parallel systems docking spur or whatever the fuck.
Every switch has to have like a internet connected switch motor.
Yeah, it's
every
like a
car has to have a way to communicate with all the other ones, and its own power system, and its own brake compressor, and blah 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 blah. It's a completely ridiculous idea. It takes all of the best parts of railroading and forgets them.
Here's my thoughts on this. I could see this working on railroads that are primarily in cities. Because we all know that all cities want to be eco-friendly, or they want to become eco-friendly. And this would be much more eco-friendly than, like, a diesel engine or a steam engine.
Right.
So I could see these in, like, the big cities.
The issue is that most cargo doesn't stay in one city.
I think
Yeah,
the
but,
other,
like,
yeah,
for-
because even if they're in the city,
for-
they're going to have a ton of interchange traffic, and the issue is you're going to have to. It's going to be like going from standard gauge to narrow gauge. You're going to have to take everything out, put it back
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
which means you'll never see it ever.
Yeah,
But, like,
it's like either all the cars can do this, or there's no point. And if all the cars, like, making all the cars able to do this would be ridiculous. The
Yeah,
thing
like,
that
this
gets
would-
me, it just, what's wrong with a coupler?
Yeah. I mean, like, I even like why are you focusing on container traffic? Like I would be selling this to like a completely isolated railroad in like the middle of nowhere that hauls like 20 cars of coal that they never change out.
Didn't they try this with hoppers? I think somebody tried it with hoppers.
I feel like the thing is, yeah, there was like
Yeah,
a
I
hopper
remember
version of
seeing
this.
it with hoppers. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that, like I feel like that would like imagine like the Black Mesa and Lake Powell like cursed edition where it's like just a bunch of these
Dear
things
God.
rolling around.
Yeah, but if they don't need to, if they never need to separate and switch out, what's the point of them all being
Yeah,
independent?
yeah,
capable?
that's
Then
true
you just
too.
slap
Yeah.
a locomotive on it and never change the consist.
Yeah.
Jader, thanks. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, this solves the problem.
yeah. The other thing is like containers.
Just slap a
are,
container in there.
containers are a weird choice because they're usually not like they usually. Well, I guess they don't go to the end user because that's just the way logistics work right now. But they could in theory. You're used to container trains being very large unit trains, effectively that go to big container ports. With a sort of parallel systems type of model, you could avoid that and just send the containers directly to their destinations, which I suppose is the point. But it's still not.
It's definitely not
It's
finished. It's not polished.
It's not an efficient use of money or resources.
Well, I feel like you also kind of, to a degree, you get into like the Hyperloop situation of like, do they foresee the country being like crisscrossed by like the rail, like the infrastructure, just like not like tech, not internet, just like rails alone doesn't exist to make this feasible, like customer to customer container transport.
Sadly,
Like-
although more terminal switching would be a better thing. It's just something that we've lost over the years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be great, but like you're gonna have to, like, I don't know, like you would have to have like a 5-track main line with all these like little containers just zipping around all over the place, like unless you
God,
just want to
it's like,
run trains.
Yeah.
You guys know that the narrow gauge movie from the narrow gauge train yard from Thomas Tank Engine,
What about
Like-
it?
like the one that runs right up next to the standard gauge.
Oh, what you're saying? You would be
I-
transferring cargo from mainline railways to the parallel systems pods?
No, I'm just imagining, like he said, all those little things zipping around.
Yeah.
I'm imagining a rail yard of just those zipping around, and the standard gauge trains are looking at them like, what?
Well, it's like conjunction junction kind of.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah. That's a good one.
Wait, no. Casey Jones. Wait,
Definitely.
I'll show
yeah.
you.
But, and that's the thing. It's like if you're out of the main line, these things make negative sense. Like they have no advantages for running trains long distances. They don't couple together. They have their own self-contained power sources, which I'm sure like are not enough to take it 1,000 miles or whatever. And you can't just make them to normal trains. Like again, what's wrong with a coupler? Why did they need to go with these rubber bumpers?
Well, because
Because
it's like once again, it's like the Hyperloop thing. If you make it too much like a train, people are going to realize that they should just build a train.
I feel like you could
Yeah.
iterate on actual train, like the hopper car thing, which I know it's a weird choice because hopper cars usually don't go to individual customers like that. But like at least the hopper car thing had normal couplers and could just act as a unit of a regular train if it needed to.
Yeah.
Again, they're doing something with this, which implies to me it's less of a grift than average.
They're cooking.
Yeah, then it's less of a grift than your typical wackadoodle. It's not a train gadget Bond.
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess we should just wait and see. I mean, so like, because like this test, for all we know, could never might just never happen anyway. Like, because it's gonna be there's a public hearing for like 14 days, I think. They in the article it said they even extended the time that it like you can like comment. So I think, I mean, I guess it depends on who's at the hearing and stuff like that, and who decides to make a comment, and where they make their living from, that kind of thing.
I put into chat what I'm imagining these would look like.
Is that Train Town? Oh no, it's Conjunction Junction. I'm
just imagining that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you took this stuff and you slapped it on a normal flat car, right? It would be worlds better than their proprietary parallel systems.
Yeah,
sheets.
If you could just like take the truck, like if the trucks were just like the whole unit, and like you could just like sell people these trucks.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But then you could have like all kinds of those like 200-foot railway situations,
Yeah, it just. The only good thing is the idea that you could drop off a cut of cars at an industrial park and they would just all go to their destinations. And it would take 10 minutes and you wouldn't need to have a crew there switching out an industry for 2 hours. Anyone who's ever played Railroader knows how much of a pain in the neck it is sometimes to just do 1 or 2 industries. It takes you, half an hour. If you could just spot 2 cars on the siding and have them go to where they need to go, and you carry on with your day and drop off the next cut of cars at the next station, it's genuinely a time saver. It's just not. It's not like efficient.
It's not worth
It's not efficient progress. I keep saying it just ignores all the best things about railroads.
These people were just Tesla needs to make a train.
What were you saying, Jader?
I was gonna say, like with industries, that's like the one in some very specific cases. That's like the one situation I could see this working where, okay, you don't want to pay for a crew to switch that for 2 hours, or you don't want to pay for a locomotive and a guy to run it. You said these things run around.
Or it just takes less time,
Yeah, there it would work, but only in specific cases. I think we're talking in circles, though.
Yeah, no, but I do want to come back to it, because I don't think it's even money that is or would be the issue, right? Because it's definitely not going to be cheaper to build these container pod things, the autonomous flight cars. It's not going to be cheaper. It might be faster, than the current arrangement. But it's just, I don't know. It's absurd. It's absurdity. All right, let's talk about something a little bit more rosy, a little bit that we can bash a little bit less. And I invite people to look at the second link, because this is a much, much better. Hey, where did it go? Where did the picture go?
Reddit.
I had a much higher quality version of this map. Let me see if I can pull one up.
For a long distance study map leak. Oh god.
So yeah, we have an image of the 15 proposed routes in the FRA long distance study. Okay, I think I have this. Please tell me this is more than 25 pixels.
Miami to Denver?
Yeah, that was a thing. I think.
All right, so here's I'm gonna put this in the chat. Here you go. Talk about what we think are the best options here, because this is a cool map.
So
All of the Ohio ones.
Yes.
I want the North Coast
Please.
Hiawatha back.
The Ohio ones.
They brought back the National Limited and made it go all the way to Dallas Fort Worth, and I'm so here for that.
Yes, come down here. Come to us.
But yeah, so you have I mean, some of these are fantastic. I mean, yeah, you got the North Coast Hiawatha. You have Denver to Billings. Or sorry, it goes from El Paso all the way to Billings.
Express
Wow.
connection route.
Yeah, and we like that. It looks like more of a network, you know? That's great. You've got Houston via New Orleans through Atlanta and Chattanooga up to New York City. You have, again, the National Limited, but it goes all the way to Dallas-Fort Worth. You have the...
I like that.
What's
I
up?
like that South Dakota is actually included in this.
Yeah, South Dakota
honestly.
gets something here.
yeah, so Wyoming,
And Wyoming.
too.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
on an
you're
old
right, and
CNW
Wyoming.
line.
Wyoming gets 3.
Well, nobody
Yeah.
lives there, so.
They will have more Amtrak routes than they have escalators in the state.
I like the New York to Dallas Fort Worth via Pittsburgh, Columbus,
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati, and Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would love to take a train to Indianapolis and see the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I like Detroit to New Orleans. It's such a random route, but it's great. It does a good job of connecting stuff.
Yeah, it's a
Goes
good
everywhere.
cross, like a good cross section between like everything.
So something that was racking my brain. Also, you can see the purple line here between Dallas-Fort Worth and Atlanta is like the other section of the cardinal that they want to do, or the crescent rather. So I don't know how that overlaps with that other plan. But I noticed the thing about the Denver to LA run, right? The orange.
Mhm.
Is that it goes north to Cheyenne, and then it goes over to Salt Lake City, and then it goes south. And you'd think, like, wouldn't it be, if you're going to go to LA, wouldn't you just want to go over to Salt Lake City and then go south?
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
I
wait.
realized,
I see a much better route here it could have taken.
well, here's the thing.
That's going over Wasatch.
Here, yeah, it goes over Wasatch, but here's the thing. The way the track is arranged, if you wanted to go Denver to LA via Salt Lake City, you would have to change ends in Salt Lake City if you came in via Grand Junction. So,
Right.
you go north to Cheyenne, and then you're pointing south in Salt Lake City, and then you just continue south. That was something I was scratching my head at for a little while, and it clicked.
In a similar moment, do we think the train stopping in Chattanooga would use the old station or something else? Because I would like it to use the old station.
I bet it would use a Amshack or a platform.
It really depends. You'd probably have to look at like the open railway map and
An
see.
Amtrak?
I don't
Wait.
think that it's connected anymore. I could be wrong, but
Oh, well, then then it's gonna have a little trouble doing that if it's not connected.
fine.
I'm just saying, it's it's tough to service a station with no train tracks.
No, just
You know what we still need?
What?
I'm seeing a distinct lack of east-west service across northern New England.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
well,
God.
that would not be a long distance train.
Well, they could make it one.
I mean, I suppose, but you already have the Lakeshore Limited. That's.
I want to
mainly-
go Portland to Portland, baby.
Oh, okay, that far north, you mean?
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
I want to go Miami to Seattle.
So it looks like the easiest way to do that. That's actually very doable on this map now.
I think
So-
it's doable.
I mean, it's
No, it's not
doable
doable
now, but what you'd have to do is you'd have to go.
I think you have to go
to
like
New
via
York.
DC.
Yeah,
Or
you'd
you
have
could
to
do
go
it
to
the other way.
DC,
You could go
take-
like south and then up to Portland.
Once upon a time, you could go to New Orleans and then to Los Angeles and then up to Seattle that way. But with this,
I
you could
feel
get on
like-
the Miami to Denver train and then on the Denver to Seattle train.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Why don't
I
they have any
also-
trains going to San Diego?
Well, you could get on the Miami to Denver train, or you could go on the Miami to Chicago train.
You could go on the Miami to Chicago train and then take either the Empire Builder or the North Coast Hiawatha.
Okay, riddle me this.
Go ahead.
Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. I'm looking at the most useful route, I think.
I think that's on one of them. You can go up to Chicago, and I think you take, the California Zephyr?
You could do
Well,
that.
Yeah, you could do that now, can't you?
Yeah.
You could do that. I think you could also do, if you wanted to not go via Chicago, you have a couple of options. You could go to Houston and then take the Sunset, and then take the Sunset and then take the Starlight, or you could take the light green as far as Atlanta, and then the purplish color. I don't know what you call that, lavender color, I guess.
Yeah.
To Dallas Fort Worth, and then the blue that goes all the way to San Francisco via Phoenix, which Phoenix getting Amtrak service again is nice.
Is the Atlanta to Dallas Fort Worth and the El Paso to Billings lines look too similar?
Yeah, they're very similar.
I thought it was the same train for a little while.
Again, I think if they end up doing the Atlanta to Dallas as a section of the Crescent, then you would have a 2-seat ride. You just need to change trains in Dallas from DC. Now these are really cool. I think that I know that not all of these are going to get picked up, but some of these are definitely corridors that need more service and that fill out the Amtrak network in a way that it desperately needs. Like the Billings to El Paso line, being able to transfer from the Southwest Chief to the California Zephyr in Colorado is huge. Being able to transfer from the Southwest Chief to the Sunset Limited in New Mexico is huge. And like all of these cross-country routes that have basically no way to get between them unless you're in Chicago. You know, if you wanted to go from Denver to Flagstaff on Amtrak, you go through Chicago or you go through San Francisco and Los Angeles. It doesn't matter.
How about
it's incredibly difficult.
How about the Denver-Seattle route?
The Denver to Seattle route is another one that's a historical one. That's the Pioneer.
I think that's one of the city trains too. It might be.
Wasn't it the Desert Wind?
Wasn't the Desert Wind the other one that went to Los Angeles?
Oh yeah, you're right.
It went via Vegas.
Yeah.
I know. I got the Pioneer and Desert.
Yeah,
Wind
you're right.
up.
It's the Pioneer.
But those are both trains that deserve to come back because they would connect the West way better than it's currently connected now.
Yeah.
You know, Phoenix to St. Paul, that's a bit random.
St. Paul is a big city and has a lot of cool stuff. We'll say that
But,
outright.
It does strike me that orange line was sort of them connecting dots that otherwise weren't connected.
Yeah.
I would
don't
be
know what the
a
hell-
little
yeah.
surprised if that one, of these, I mean, what do we think are like the most critical ones, like the ones that are most likely to get support? I'm thinking Pioneer and Desert Wind are kind of obvious ones.
Yeah.
The North Coast Hiawatha has a lot of support. The Floridian from
Limited,
Chicago
too.
to Miami is like,
Maybe,
that would be a good one.
yeah,
maybe Cheyenne to Sioux Falls.
I think the South Dakota one and the light purple one are
Another
definitely
train.
yeah.
Hmm.
All the purple ones.
with
I
the
think are good,
north south ones out of Colorado, you mean?
Yeah, I think they're just hands down good.
I mean, they're definitely good. I think the Billings to El Paso one is super duper important for making the Amtrak system feel whole.
Denver to St. Paul, that makes the trip a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minneapolis getting more train service. Minneapolis being the terminal of 3 north-south routes would really change the game for traveling, out of Minnesota or into Minnesota.
I wonder, they might have to go back to the old station if they do that, because right now they use the old GN and Milwaukee station, which is like 2 tracks right now. It used to be a lot bigger, but it's smaller.
Well, that's how they time it.
Well, they made another station, I think, in the 70s, and that's like freight storage right now. It's still there, but they don't use it.
But yeah, I could definitely see some of these again, particularly the ones that go against the grain of the current system.
Yeah, I was
getting
gonna
a lot
say
of
anything,
Yeah.
anything that makes it like more of like a wheel and spoke kind of system, I think would be good.
Less of a wheel and spoke system, I would say, because right now it's very wheel and spoke. It is the spoke. It's Chicago is the center of the wheel, and everything radiates out from that. You need
Oh
stuff
no,
that cuts
yeah, no,
across the spokes.
what's the one that like has like the lines in the middle of the spokes?
I don't know, but I
roads
would
lead
just
back
call
to
that a
Rome, right?
network. It's a web.
Yeah, like a web
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
Yeah, anything that makes it more like a web.
But yeah, the Floridian, the 2 western trains, and then maybe one of the north-south ones, and the North Coast Hiawatha. I would imagine those are the ones that are going to stick out the most. And I feel like, man, Texas needs some love. There's a lot of people that live
really
in Texas
does.
that, you know,
As a Texan, it really does.
the Dallas-Fort Worth to New York City train, that the National Limited Plus there, that's I could see that picking up a lot of ridership. It hits a lot of important places that don't
feel
get
like-
a lot of good service right now.
I feel like Amtrak would be like, "Hey, Texas, can we give you a train?" And be like, "No."
Well, they're
That would
that bullet
that
train
would be
thing.
the conversation.
Here's an out of the box question.
Go ahead.
Which one of these routes were they smoking the most crack for?
Oh, I think
Definitely the orange one.
I think definitely the Phoenix to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I bet that one was added to the map last.
Hey guys, I have a great idea.
Yeah. And
We gotta get one more. We gotta get one more by 5 p.m.
They have this all laid out, and someone just comes up and just like draws this on the whiteboard. It's like, hold on, it's gonna go Phoenix to Flagstaff to Albuquerque to Amarillo to Newton to Kansas City. Okay, is it gonna like go to Chicago from there? No, it's gonna go back west to Omaha and Sioux Falls.
You know what I don't see here though? I don't see a Twin Cities Hiawatha. Maybe it's already being supported. I'm not 100%.
What was the Twin Cities Hiawatha?
It ran between Chicago and Minneapolis, and that was it.
Oh, that wouldn't be a long distance train then, so it wouldn't be on this map.
Okay, fair.
Guys,
That'd be part of the corridor study.
Well, they showed two lines going between Chicago and Minneapolis, so it might be. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
I have the perfect route.
Bryson's up with the whiteboard.
It's gonna start at DFW, and then it's gonna go to Atlanta,
Okay.
and then it's gonna go to Indianapolis, and
It's
then
gonna go back to Dallas.
it's gonna go to Chicago.
Oh, okay. So you just have like a big
And
upside
then
down
it's going to
7.
go to St. Paul. And then it's going to go to Denver.
Why don't they make more of these? Why don't they make more of these loops so the train can just go in circles?
Yeah, it can never stop.
Yeah.
I'm not done.
I improved the map right here.
And then it goes to Salt
Straight
Lake
lines.
City. And then it goes to Seattle.
Hold on, I have a way better idea. What if we make each of the coaches individually powered, so that when they get to the city, they just, like go out across the transit system and just take people, like they'll each turn into buses.
Yeah, they have like high rail train cars.
But I need that.
RDCs.
Yes.
No, self-powered RDCs. The RDCs were manned. We need we need magnetic couplers and seating that is like an airline but worse.
So Pacers.
Airline. But
Yes.
worse.
Guys,
Imagine
I'm gonna
sitting
make
in like a subway car for 36 hours.
No.
I would jump out.
Imagine doing that for 3 days.
Yeah, and the controls are gas pedal and brake.
Stop or go.
Not throttle.
That's all you
Like
need.
not like a traditional throttle.
That way we can hire 16-year-olds to do it who just barely have their license.
Well, you know the concept of a dead man's pedal, right?
Unimportant.
Yeah, no, just put a brick on there.
Yeah.
Just don't care.
Here at Amtrak Joe's Transportation Incorporated, we have one policy: send it. But yeah, we do have multiple buns in the oven with regard to Amtrak expansion. this corridor study is the most expansive one. Like, it's definitely the flashiest. Or sorry, the long distance study is definitely the flashiest one. But there's also plenty of. There's the corridor study going on, and we'll hear about that periodically as well. We've talked about it before. And Amtrak, of course, is getting all of this new equipment. It's getting all of this.
I've drawn out my routes.
Go on. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh my god!
All right, this is how we're gonna round this off. Sorry, I'm responding to something.
This is the routes.
I'm letting the audience take this beauty in.
I took inspiration from the Phoenix St. Paul route.
All right, so we gotta wrap up here. We're definitely at time. Oh shit! I just closed out a bunch of stuff I did not mean to close.
Oh god.
Oh well, those are gone. I tried to bring up one, but I didn't get what I expected. So yeah, we got that.
I call my masterpiece the
train.
The train, yeah, that's the
one. It needs to wrap all the way back around. All right. Anyway, we were just talking about a train that can go across the country and not stop. How much fuel would you need? Anyway.
It goes from. Let me keep going.
You know the coast-to-coast temper. That's why it exists.
It goes from Sandpoint to Bismarck to St. Paul to Washington D.C. to Miami to New Orleans to DFW.
Beautiful.
All right. And on that note,
I don't have any maintenance of way items for this podcast. Buy trading cards, but that is all. So, without checking the map, let me hear your guesses for the latest train on Amtrak.
Oh, Eastbound Empire Builder.
Eastbound Empire Builder. That was a quick answer. Okay.
My creation.
Can I have an actual one, please?
Pickle.
TJ Jader?
Eastbound Chief.
Eastbound Chief. Okay, so Eastbound Empire Builder and Eastbound Chief.
I vote whatever mine is.
That's not a real train.
I'm
gonna say Westbound Sunset Limited.
Westbound Sunset Limited. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bryson, do you have an actual train?
The southbound Daylight.
Huh?
The Daylight?
Daylight.
I give you the Starlight.
No, Daylight.
There is no Daylight.
Yeah, okay, the southbound Starlight.
Okay, the Coast Starlight to Los Angeles is 24 minutes late at Eugene, Oregon. It is not the latest train in Amtrak. Oh wait, sorry, there's another one. The Coast Starlight to Los Angeles is on time at Santa Barbara, California.
Morning around 8:30 to go to his appointment. So
the
you
eastbound. I don't know who's getting talked to, but please.
Thank you.
The eastbound Empire Builder. That's what you wanted, right?
Yep.
Is 39 minutes late at Williston, North Dakota. There is another one. The Empire Builder to Spokane is 15 minutes late at Bingen, Washington, and on time at Everett, Washington.
That's a town?
Yeah, Bingen.
I need to go there someday.
All my homies love Bingen in Washington.
All right, Southwest Chief to Chicago is 59 minutes late at Trinidad. And also 7 minutes late at Fullerton, California. Literally just left LA. What do you want? The westbound Sunset, Jader?
Yes.
The westbound Sunset Limited to Los Angeles is 7 hours late at Alpine, Texas. And that is far and away the latest train at Amtrak.
Yay!
It's the only one late enough to have a black icon. There are a couple of others that are like between 1 and 2 hours late, but nothing else comes.
I won the
close.
game.
Yeah. The Canadian's also 2 hours late. So, much better.
I mean, to be fair, 2 hours late, I think on that train would be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're not getting
you're,
on the...
You're in a Bud car.
I'm back.
You're right, and Bud don't break. Welcome back. All right, what the heck was I going to put on here? I knew.
Okay, wait. What was the train? Was that right?
Amtrak was the westbound Sunset Limited.
Oh.
I totally forgot what I was going to put as my termination. That's very upsetting because I had it lined up since like before we started, and I didn't put it in the spot. Oh well. I guess I will just grab something at random.
People with the most points. This can be anything.
Oh, you know what? Happy 170th birthday to the world-famous horseshoe curve.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a horseshoe curve in every state. I mean, come on, is it really that special?
All right. I actually go last, so whatever. Let me just double check the points because I need to reorder people. Yup.
Pretty sure only one of us got a point.
And it was Bender.
Yeah.
So let me move you guys around. Bender, you go up there. And Bender,
get off of my thing.
Bender, what is your termination?
DC, just a week away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Have fun.
I'll try.
TJ?
I have a great piece of news for my termination. This 2-foot gauge box motor returned to service.
Ooh.
That's
2 foot. This is the.
It's what the people want. I had never heard of this until it got posted and started a friggin' discussion about whether.
This is solely in my termination for me to say, "Eat your heart out, Dean." It made the podcast.
But
that
no,
should
in seriousness,
I need to look at this more.
In seriousness, this is
looks
like a private electrified 2-foot gauge railway that's been run by a group of people since like 1951.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
It looks like it's been around since 1951. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! What do I have?
What happened to my name?
Sorry, I accidentally got rid of it. There, it's back.
Okay.
I accidentally got rid of the thing that I was trying to post. Oh well. Who's next?
Me.
Falco, what is your termination? How would you like to wrap up this episode? What the heck? Oh, God damn it.
What just happened? It's gone.
Alright, I'll put that in. I'll put that on the next page.
Okay.
Okay. Jader?
Happy 220th birthday. 220th birthday to the Ohio University, the better one, not Ohio State.
The better one.
Ohio State.
Wrong.
All right, I say happy 170th birthday to the world famous horseshoe curve, which I just put the link as curve. Oh well, that's what it is. It is curve.
It's not even a link.
I need to. It is on the other document. That's where it's important.
Oh.
So everyone can access the cargoes. It's in the description of the show. Thank you all for coming on. This was not the brief podcast that I was hoping for. We got carried away with Big E shenanigans and all that jazz. But
and,
it's no marathon. Yeah, we get carried away with a little bit of fraud. But aside from that, thanks to everyone who views Do the YouTube Things if you want by trading cards, Iron Horseman, theironhorseman.com. Thanks to Wes and Steve for the loco base. And thanks to Virtual Railfan for putting up these cameras. In case of emergency, call Conrail, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Trading cards.
Bye.
Bye.